What's good, people? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. So Rane is dropping a new controller soon. They've been teasing it, and I gathered all the possible details. We're going to talk about it right here, right now. So let's get started. So first of all, it's supposed to be called the Rane 4. That's what I hear. That's the rumor. Probably because like 4, it's supposed to have 4 channels rather than the 2 channels with the Rane 1, but we shall see. Now, just so you know, if you haven't heard or if you don't follow Rane and all that, they started out a couple days ago. They posted this picture, right? And it was in conjunction when, actually the day after Serato released the 3.0 saying that they're going to do stems and all that. And, they posted that saying, look at this, we got a piece of hardware that's already got it built in, instrumental, acapella, bam, wonder what that is, right? Then a couple days later, they posted this. Now you see 8 pads, right? You see the thing on top, and then you also see these new OLED screens that are going to be right above that kind of show, what's going to be on the pads, right? Because, like with the pads, you could select like loop and, slicer and all that stuff. Well, obviously here they have the stem selected, and then like you can actually see on like the LED screens that it says like melody, bass, drums, vocal echo. So you can see kind of like what you're selecting there, which is really cool. And that would be like a first feature, I would think. I don't think there's another controller that actually has like LEDs right above the pads to kind of show you what's on the pads and stuff. So fancy stuff, right? Then they go and drop a video not so long ago. And this video, for the first time, revealed the platter. Now you can see the platter. Love the black on black look. You can see that there's a screen in the middle of the platter, right? Very similar to like the SRT 1000 or the Rev 7 from Pioneer that just came out. And it was actually video, so we'll look at the video now. And you could see him going. I'm not going to play what he's scratching or whatever because, I'm not trying to get flagged on YouTube. You know how it is. But anyway, he's scratching on it. It seems to be pretty responsive. It ends with a duck down effect, right? Which the duck down, like it's basically an echo and then it pitches it down. So it's like womp, 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 right? So it ends with that. So that tells you it does have the duck down effect. And there's a flash on this video, if you look really closely, where it says deck 3, which is a big, big tell that there's going to be more than 2 decks, right? It's probably a 4-deck controller, hence the Rane 4. But you want to see some exclusive shit right now, okay? You want to see something exclusive? I'm going to show you right now what people think it's going to look like, okay? And here it is, the Rane 4. So you can see it's a standard, layout, right? So it's not like the battle mode layout like Rev 7. So, if you don't like that layout, this is, they're keeping with the same layout. The screen in the middle heavily indicates that they're going to have onboard effects, which was a big downfall when it comes to the Rane 1. They didn't have onboard effects, had everything else, but like you had to use the Serato effects, to basically use effects, right? You had to use the Serato effects. And that was a big thing with me because internal effects always work way better than Serato effects. So they finally answered the call on that. No motorized platter, so it's going to be a lot lighter, right? So it's going to be more, kind of in tune with the SRT 1000. You can see the dedicated instrumental and acapella buttons there on the side, the LEDs above the thing, and, 4 channels overall, which is super, super cool. So this seems like a controller that's coming out that's going to like compete with the SRT 1000, but with some added features, things that are updated for Serato and all that. And it definitely looks pretty cool. Not going to lie. I believe this whole thing is Photoshop, by the way. Like this is an actual picture of the actual controller, but this is like kind of rendered to kind of look like what we think or, what people are thinking this thing's going to look like. So I don't know. I think they're going to be dropping it very, very soon. They're going to be making this announcement very, very soon. So can't wait to see what they end up coming out with. Hopefully, it's not crooked again like this. All right, we're kind of guessing here. If it is crooked again, I don't even know what to say. All right, if they make another crooked controller, if you don't know what I'm talking about, like you see how the platters are like a little to the left here, like see how they're kind of like to the left. They're not like centered on the controller. It's like another thing that drove me nuts about the Rane 1. I'm assuming because this picture is photoshopped. It's probably, they took a Rane 1 and that was like the start of it. So, they have to make it straight, right? But yeah, let me know in the comments. What do you think, people? Is this something you're trying to buy? Are you excited about it? Are you going to jump on it right away? Or are you thinking it doesn't have enough features for you to switch? What are your thoughts with all this? I'm very interested to hear what you think. We're going to cover it in more detail on my show in a couple days. But yeah. Crazy stuff though, people. Appreciate you all for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.